Hello, just testing my microphone to make sure it's working, okay? Hello, just testing my microphone to make sure. Yep, very cool. Just give me a second and then I'll start the stream. Right. Right, that should be good. Share it around a little bit. Maybe we'll get some people in to watch. But here is the new paint studio for when we paint Daleks and other models that we'll be making inside of Dreams. So for example, if we got a TARDIS model, you could work on it in here like a studio. BBC Studios. I love it. I love it. But today we're going to be working on a Dalek. We are going to be sculpting it so it looks better, more realistic with extra details, hopefully. Just making things look a little bit better than what they do already. And seeing how much detail I can put into a model and painting it, hopefully, if I've got enough time. But England are playing football today, so we need to finish up before that starts. Yeah, here is the old Dalek model, which we shall see if we need to change anything. I know the eye needs to be adjusted, and maybe the gun and the sucker arm, the body looks alright. But mostly it could do with a repaint because the colours are a little bit off. So I think I'll begin. So I've got the Dalek plans on my phone. If I just come put those on, so I can check some of the measurements. Hello Devon, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, my friend? Did you just see my studio, Devon? Look. Let me put it into play with BBC Studios. Got the signs. So a nice little workspace where you can build things. Oh, on your voice chat with a friend called Bill. Is your friend a Cyberman? Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Right. You're always good at critiquing my models and telling me where I've gone wrong on them. So you can help me whilst I'm designing the Dalek. You can tell me where I've gone wrong or what I can improve. You can be like Simon Cowell. Hello, Sleepy Wolf. Welcome to the stream, my two mates. Finishing the stream before the football comes on, so if I don't get it finished, I'll stream it again tomorrow. Uh, no, I'll just stay in here whilst I'm streaming because if people are talking in the background, I'll get distracted easily. But I will join another time when I'm not streaming. It's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Sleepy Wolf. Did you have a good birthday, mate? I hope you did. I think what I'll start with is make a new Dalek head. So I'm going to get my protractor out of my my drawer because I've got a nice protractor. Welcome to the stream for those that have just joined. I've got a nice protractor in my pocket that I can use to check the angles of things. I'm going to make a new Dalek head with the measurements on my phone. So Dalek head is, how do I do it? Let me see. Let me remember how you do Dalek heads. I'll start off with a nice dome, but always make sure that you start with. I think. What did you mean in your comment? Sorry, I didn't catch it. It went off the screen too fast. Right. Nice new Dalek head will be very nice. Let me get this ruler tool. And we need to make the bottom of the head the width of 520. So we shall come across. Is this making a Dalek stream? Yes. I'm in my new BBC workshop and we are editing the Dalek to make it look better. From the top to the bottom, it will be 200, 210 will be the height. So 210 from the top, 210. That will give us the height of the head. Make sure this is in the center so we can get it nicely done. And now what we're going to do is we're going to give this a little marker. Just there, so we can bring it down to where the height of the head will finish, and that will give us a good estimate. There we go. Now we're going to cut this head off like this, bring that down. There we go. That's the size of the new Dalek head. The Dalek in the studio. I think the studio needs to be like made bigger. It's okay. We'll work with it. So how I like to do the round bits around the edge because it slopes at an angle. So I'm going to get a picture of a real Dalek. And now this is where a protractor comes in handy if you've got a pencil case from school or if you order some protractors from Amazon. They do a nice little pack of 20 for £6. And if you make models in Dreams and you want to use a protractor, this is what I do because I'm an absolute nerd. We're going to get the protractor. wants to open the packet. And now we can measure the size of the dome slope, which will be, I think that is a 70-degree slope. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to put on the kaleidoscope and make it the maximum amount, 32. And we are going to do this. Make sure it is a straight line. And then you just simply find which one is aligned to the grid. There's no way that it is a 70. I've done it at the wrong way because I'm a silly panda. So let's try again. Let's try again. I did it the wrong way because I am very silly. I had the protractor the wrong way around because I give me just a second. Oh my gosh, my screen keeps going off because it's very stupid. Let's see from the other side. Gives you the sloping angle. Now what you need to do is you need to smooth these edges out a little bit by copying the cut. As you can see, that's roughly how you do it, but I have done mine a little bit wrong. Something about the Dalek head is not straight, so we need to realign it. Ah, I see. You see it's off very slightly, so we bring it back to the center. Make sure these are aligned properly. There we go. Make sure the rear one is aligned right as well. There we go. So now when we do the cut again, it will be aligned right. Bear with me for just a second whilst I do some measuring. I wish it would stop going off. I'm trying to put the protractor on my phone screen, but it's not letting me bloody do it. I just have to hover it above like this. Right, so here we go. It's a 20-degree arc. 20 degrees. And if I go back to the Dalek plans, 20 degrees. 20 degrees with a height of 85. Bloody hell, just took the whole fucking studio away. A height of 85. So the banking of the sides here will come up to this point. So if I push that over here, push that over here, Just raise it slightly so it marks up with the height I've measured over there. That's how you do the lip of the Paradigm Dalek head, by the way. That would make a really good Paradigm Dalek head, if you wondered. Right, that's the height we need. So now we bring these boys back and we make sure that these are aligned to the side. We bring them out. And now they need to go for a 20-degree angle. So we wait until this says 20. We drag them out until it reaches the line that we've just cut there. And now that's set, we can then delete the line because it should be one solid shape. And that looks pretty good. And now what we do is we just do what I was trying to do a second ago. And we just smooth out the lines that we have left over. A bit fiddly, but it will be worth it. So there's a few lines left, but you get the idea. And then that gives us a nice Dalek head there. Just scoot these around to get rid of the lines. There, awesome. That it looks like a pretty good head. Sorry about the coughing. So we'll just do one final measure to make sure it's the right size. 85 on the bottom. Thank you, Sleepy Wolf. Appreciate that, bro. From the bottom, and then 125 up here. Move that up to where the 85 is at the bottom. Drag it into the center. And find out that your Dalek head is a fraction too tall. Oh dear. Interesting. It'll be fine. It is just a fraction, so it'll be fine. It will be okay. And then what we can do is we can find where the center line is and add where the light cage will start to be. So find the middle line here. Take the kaleidoscope off now because we don't need that. The middle line is here. If I use the snap-on, oh dear. If I use the snap-on gadget, which will be this one, we can use that to line up where the center of the head will be. So this looks kind of good, like that. There you go. And then when we do the lights, that will be the center. And then we'll just mark up where they should be. Cool. Let me just read your comment on YouTube, because it goes off too fast when it's on the screen. How do you get the right mesh? How do you get the right mesh mot right when I'm working on the HIG TARDIS panels? What do you mean? What mesh are you talking about? Which mesh are you talking about there, my friend? Right, whilst I wait for Sleepy Wolf, what shall I do next on a Dalek head? Let's take a little look. I think I will do the crown next. That seems the easiest to do. So let me see. The bottom of the crown will be 252. So half of 252 is, I don't know. Not very good at maths. Let me just check your comment again. I mean, looking at TARDIS man's TARDIS plans and the number for the right shapes for it to look like the prop. Basically, TARDIS man's plans go into extreme detail. The main details you need to build a TARDIS are just the pillars and the main shape. So let me just come out of this studio and bring on a TARDIS. So this isn't the TARDIS you're talking about, but it is a classic. The main things that you need to make a TARDIS look realistic are the side pillars, the sign boxes, and the roof and the lamp. So this was measured by, I think, TARDIS man's plans as well for the I forgot what this TARDIS is called, but it's the 1980s box. But the main things is just the door panels, the pillars, the sign boxes, and the roof. Any other details, like, I'll explain to you in another stream properly. For now, I want to finish the Dalek, but in another stream, maybe tomorrow, if you message me when you're not doing anything, I'll do a stream and I'll make a TARDIS and show you how to do it. But I'll put that there for now. I'm going to cut the center detail here for the head. Need to take the grid off for this part, and I'll make it short. Make it so it's barely visible. That gives it a nice cut. And then what you can do is you can make it move into the center, like so. Pretty good. And now you've got the cut in the center of the dome, so it doesn't look so messy like that one. How much thermo is that head? Only 2. Not bad, not bad. And then if I wanted to, I could probably make it 1% for the head on its own. Yeah, that already looks better than the old one, actually. That actually looks pretty good. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get back to the plans. I want to make the crown next, so it's a 245. So for the crown, I'm actually going to copy the Dalek head here. So that's the main head. This one will be what the crown will be made from. and I can start cutting away at it to get the right shape. So I need to make sure I get this right. So it'd be 250, 252 it says. And that's for the crown. So if I put a little dot in the center, like so. And make sure that so yeah, that's almost correct. That's how I measure. Put these back over to the lines again. Make sure that they're in line. Look at that, perfect, bang on. Bang on. Where's my protractor gone? Where's the protractor gone? Where is it? Where is it indeed? Ha! I found it. Right, now we're going to get the angle of the crown here. So it's a... I'll do it from this angle actually. I just forgot how to do a protractor. Bugger. Right, here we go. Get this lined up. It'll be 20-degree angle for the crown, and it will need to be height. Where is the height? Oh, the height is 160, I think. 160? Oh, it's a 226 height-wise. So it'll come to about here. Come to about here. I think so anyway. So let's get cutting. We'll get this shape and we'll go to where the dots were cut. And now we will rotate them into a 20 degrees. Bring this upwards. And then bring it back to where I said the measurements will be. And then what we are going to do is we're going to cut the back like this. So then that will give us the shape of the crown. But then we just flatten the top off just a little bit. To make it flat. Like so. Pretty cool. At the bottom, I will use this shape to cut the little lip off that is at the bottom, like so. It's a bit wide, so we bring it back here. Awesome, awesome. Now I want to make it hollow inside. But how am I going to do that exactly? I don't know. I might not be able to. It might be too hard to actually do it like that, but that is how the crown will look. We stick that onto the Dalek head like so. Line it up with the center. Line it up with the center so they all line up. So that is pretty much how it should look. And then we have the Dalek crown. Pretty good. And then you have the part that comes out. Bring this up just a little bit. There you go. Nice. That shape already looks a lot better than the original Dalek that I had built. Okay, so now we've got the details that we need for a 120 height for this part here. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Whoops. 120 height from about there. I'm just sizing what it will look like. Just bring that down just a little touch. Just before the crown starts to go down. So yeah, there we go. That's how it will start to look. So now what we need to do is we need to get this shape here and make it into another 20 degrees. Nice. But then also, it needs to start following the shape of the crown on this part, as well as being round. Interesting. So how am I going to do that in a realistic way? Daleks are very difficult to make. Very difficult indeed. That needs to follow, whoops. That needs to follow the shape. Like this. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'll come to this bit in a minute. I don't want to get frustrated. It does look good though. That looks very good. If you take off the eye very quickly and see how it would look in there. That's starting to look very nice indeed. And then when it comes to the time when we measure the light cages again, you'll be able to put them straight on using the pre-drilled hole. Skadoosh. It's starting to take shape very nicely. It's just going to be a bit fiddly, and I don't want to bore people in the stream with making the head for ages, so I think I'll move on to a different part. Which part of the Dalek shall I make next? Sleepy Wolf, if you're still here. Or Devran, who I think may have disappeared. Need to keep an eye on the time as well because of the football. I think I'll stream for another 15 minutes maybe. Which part do you mean by the main body? This bit here? Or do you mean the skirt section? Oh, this part, okay. This is the main body section, and sometimes we make the slats separately, but for this model they were all attached together. But if you want them to be nice and crisp, then you need to attach them separately. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. But the main body of a Dalek starts off like this. And it's very fiddly. Very hard to do. And I don't think I'm going to have time in this stream to show you how to do it exactly. But I'll give you the idea so you can go and practice yourself. I'll take off these. I think these are like sculpted on. Yeah, those are sculpted on too. So how do you start life? How do you start off the shape of a Dalek? Well, you get a shape like this, make sure it's in the center. Get these shapes like this. And then this is why it is really hard, because I'll use the old one to demonstrate this, because it's going to take too long for the stream to show you how to do it properly. But you just copy that cut and you start duplicating the cut whilst you're in sculpt mode. And then you just follow the shape of how the shoulders look. There's these angled bits here, so you do the rough angle and then you do the back angle, and then that starts cutting the shape. And yeah, The front bits need to be a bit more sloped like this. But you just keep dragging the cuts around so it makes it. You see, now it is starting to take shape. You see, now it's starting to take shape. The front and the sides are your main points to make sure that the shape's coming together right. And then any bits that look like they've got a hard line in, you just keep cutting away until it's nice and smooth, like so. Like so. And that gives you the rough shape of the Dalek. But then, as you notice with new series Daleks, bring this down a little bit because it's too high. As you notice with new series Daleks, they've got the bit of the trim around the centre. So the old Daleks, that would be the shoulder section, and then you make the gun box, etc. But for the new Daleks, just bring this out because you don't want those lines there. So for new series Daleks, NSDs as they're called by the Dalek community, you have to cut a line in here. So you measure up the line that goes into the center. Obviously with the measurements you can make sure it looks good, but then you just do the same as what you just did a second ago, but you start cutting into the body. And then where there's bigger cuts like this, you just keep following that all the way around, all the way around. Make sure it's all straight. Awesome sauce. Bring that into there like so. And there you go. That gives you the rough shape of it. Excuse me. So these ones need to come up. So now I will adjust the cutting of that one. Alright, don't follow the shape all the way around with the big ones. That was my mistake. Bring that back into here. Bring that back up to there. And now we're going to go around into the center, and this will give us a nice cut here, as you can see. There you go. Oh dear, there's a bit there. It keeps doing it wrong. It keeps cutting all the way around to the big ones. I don't know why, but that's a general idea of it. Sleepy Wolf. And then when you measure the slats, say if a slat was, do you have an old Dalek model I can use to practice and expecting to see how you made it? I don't like giving my models out because then you will copy it and you will say you made it when I've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours perfecting it. So I don't tend to like giving models out, because that is what happened in Little Big Planet many years ago. You would make models and people would steal it, and then they'd go and post the models around and people would go, oh my gosh, Sleepy Wolf is an amazing creator on Help the Planet, and then the real creator, who spent the hours building the model, they were like not getting any of the credit for their hard work. So it sounds very selfish, but as a model builder, I tend not to let my models out. I don't let my models out to most people. But I'm going to end the stream here. And I'm going to finish making some more Dalek tomorrow. I can give you some parts of Dalek maybe, but not the whole model, because then you'll just nick it. But yes, this is my nice studio. I'll look forward to building more models in here. And I'll stream tomorrow and I'll help you build a TARDIS. I was thinking, before I go, as well sometime BBC. I was thinking of sometime Sleepy Wolf helping you do your 15th Doctor TARDIS. Because I can see you're working on that. Let's have a little look at the 15th Doctor's TARDIS. So where's the TARDIS model that was in that thumbnail? Oh, here it is. Nice. I want to see this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Nice weathering on the top of the roof. Very nicely done indeed. Do the doors open? Yes, they do. Very nice. As a birthday present, I'm going to do something for you right now. I'll send it to you on Discord. Send it to you on Discord. Just give me a second. Only just one side. That is so annoying. Dreams. You're so annoying, Dreams. But I also love you at the same time. I'm just doing something that I will send to you later on when I finish the stream. Cut the sides off so they don't stick out to the side of the door. Skadoosh. Nice. I'm going to delete very temporarily. It won't save, but I'm just going to delete those lights that are shining on the door. Awesome. Doesn't cast shadows. Give it a waxy look. Oh no, not waxy. No shiny either. No shiny. Right. Bear with me for just a second. Don't mind me messing up your level. When I back out, it won't save. It'll go back to the way it was before, so don't worry. I'm just going to change the lighting. Sky tint. Give it a... Make it absolutely dark. You've got the freaking... Got this button on. I don't want that button on. Make this a green screen. There we go. There we are. And now these lights here, I'm going to light the TARDIS up. Make it curved so it doesn't have a black shadow on it. There you go, perfect. Awesome. Do you have the light lighting up on here? What colour is it? It's sort of like this colour, isn't it? There you go. You're no longer connected to the Dreams server. Well, isn't that fucking awesome? The Daleks aren't staying in here. They will just be for a photo shoot. So, there we go. Let me make this like a dirty sandy colour. Nice. Get rid of the ones that are still pink. Turn off his remote control. And this one. And now I shall add a camera. Here we go. So the camera will be here. Turn that off. Interesting. Now we will edit the camera angle up to here. There we go. Give it a nice little, maybe that sort of angle. It's fancy. Right, I'm gonna record this for just a second. Right, here we go. I record that 1 minute of footage and then I'll edit that and I'll send it to you on Discord very soon. Actually, I'll get some shots of just a TARDIS as well. I'll get some extra shots. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. No problem. Whoa there. Dalek lost its arms and legs. I'm gonna shut the doors of the TARDIS. You know when you do the door hinges, make sure you lock the rotation angle so the doors don't open outwards. So you need to bring this into the center like that. So then when you open the door, it doesn't open forwards, it only opens backwards. There you go. So now the door only has this 45-degree angle to open. So you can open it inwards like this. But then when you close it, it doesn't open outwards. And do the same for this door also. Awesome. So I'm going to shut the door. Now where's my camera gone? Here it is. Just filming this for about 15 seconds. That'll do. Nice. And then what we do is we just delete it. And then we record for another 15 seconds. Awesome. Then we bring the TARDIS back where it was before. And now we've got this Dalek here. Let me plug my Dalek voice microphone in. I hate doing this on stream because I sound like an absolute nutter, but it needs to be done. Let me swap over, so bear with me for just a second. K66. So I don't know if you can still hear me, but we're going to do some Dalek voices now. It is the Doctor. He must be located. Exterminate! 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 Seek, locate, exterminate! Seek, locate, exterminate! There we go. I think that worked, so we'll find out now. Seek, locate, exterminate! Seek, locate! Awesome. It is the Doctor. He must be located. Exterminate! Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. And now what you do is you just bring this voice over to where the Dalek's ear lights are. Here we are. Make sure the volume is 100%. Exterminate! Seek! Locate! Exterminate! Then I would like to give it a little bit of, maybe a bit of reverb, just a little tiny bit. It is the Doctor. He must be located. Exterminate! Exterminate! Seek! Locate! Exterminate! Seek! Look. Okay. It is the Doctor. He must be located. Exterminate! Locate! Exterminate! Seek! Locate! Exterminate! Just getting some angles here. If I turn the TARDIS around, no, I don't turn the TARDIS around actually. Just getting that on there for 30 seconds. And now, the reason why I wanted the green screen in the back is because now with a keyframe, I shall make the doors open to reveal the interior. So if I bring that wide, and this one wide, bring this over here to the remote control. Use the square button to open the doors. And now give that a couple of seconds.
It is the Doctor. He must be.
I'll read your comment in just a second.
Located. Exterminate. Locate. Exterminate. Seek. Locate. Exterminate.
Very loud Daleks, and then 3, 2, 1, the doors will open. And it will show Shittigatawa's interior, hopefully. And then I'll get that done. Right, I'm going to exit the level, and I'm not going to save it because I don't want to screw your level up. And also, you're not allowed to keep the Daleks, unfortunately. But let me just catch up with the comments in the comment section. That's it. Thank you. Very good voice acting. Thank you very much. By the way, I would be so happy for help on the TARDIS interiors, making me go mad with the walls. Don't worry, bro. I'll come on tomorrow and help you for a little bit. I already was looking at how to make the floor. I've already been looking at the floor, so I'll help you. I'm not going to make the whole thing, obviously, but I'll give you some help for sure. Okay, so I've got the footages that I need to do a little birthday video for you. Just save those onto my phone. Right. And there you go. Your level's back to normal now. But I'll save all the footage onto my phone. Right. I'm going to get ready to watch a nice football match. Thank you everyone for watching the stream. And I'll see you all very soon, probably tomorrow. So I hope you all have a nice evening, and I'll see you in the next one.